Welcome back to the Making the Madness YouTube channel. Today we're talking over the MAAC Tournament. Gonna break it down, going to make our picks. Rick Pitino is in this league. He's got Iona playing basketball. I don't know if they'll be winning in basketball, but they're playing basketball. And uh, he could potentially, pull off the upset against Siena, maybe. I wouldn't say it's likely, but Rick Pitino is back, so anything is possible here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you see what Iona's done. They've only played 13 games this season. A lot of teams in the M with 2AC has had a ton of COVID issues. Multiple teams have paused multiple times, but there are some really talented players and teams in this conference.
All right. Uh, Without any further ado, I think we got to start off. Quinnipiac against Iona is the people who make polls versus Rick Pitino. And, I mean, you cannot go against Rick Pitino here. And Iona, for better or worse, Isaiah Ross is a star. Uh, he's someone that's wasn't really a factor in previous years. And then this year he blows up. Now, obviously, limited sample size, but 20 points per game is very, very good. And I just can't see Rick Pitino led Iona team losing this early.
Yeah, Iona's certainly going to win the first game for me here. They're a young team that hadn't had a lot of guys play together, but it's Rick Pitino at the end of the day. And we've seen Isaiah Ross. He's a first-team MAC guy. You have Nelly Jr. Joseph, who looks like a star. Ryan Myers is an absolute bucket from deep. So I think Iona's going to win here.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is they go 6-3 in the league and are the 8 seed, which doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but that's just me. But yeah, I think Iona's the smart pick. That sets us up with Fairfield for versus Manhattan, and I'm gonna go with Manhattan. I don't know why, but I just feel it. Elijah Buchanan on the team, he's pretty solid piece. Ant Nelson as well. So I'm gonna go with a small upset here, Manhattan to take down Fairfield.
Yeah, I don't particularly like either of these teams. I don't think, either all that good, but I'm going to go ahead and say you look at a guy like Jake Wojcik, who transferred from Richmond to Fairfield, and he's having a great season, shooting about 40+% from deep. That's a very good get for Fairfield, and he's been huge. And then you look at a few other players on the roster, and their leading scorer being Taj Benning, who's played just about every game. He's having a really good season too. We're shooting 36% from deep. Manhattan and Fairfield both play super slow pace, and their offenses are kind of disgusting to watch. But I'm gonna go with Manhattan here. I just like Ant Nelson a lot. The transfer from Seton Hall, he's a really talented player. Then you look at a guy like Warren Williams inside, he's really talented. Samba Diallo. I'm gonna go with Manhattan here.
That sets us up with Canisius versus Ryder. I will be going with Canisius. Ryder's just not very good. Malik Green, Majesty, Brandon, I think they'll have enough to win the game. I don't know if they'll. I wouldn't pick them against maybe a St. Piers or a team like that, but I think they're good enough to get by Ryder.
Yeah, Ryder's pretty not good. They're pretty bad. They lost a lot from last season. They've had a rough year. I'm gonna go with you here. Go
Yeah.
Canisius.
Siena versus Iona. Uh, I think for both of us at this point, Siena, they win the MAC again. It wasn't Jalen Pickett. Jalen Pickett still had a solid season, but it was Manny Camper who was the best player on this team, and you could argue best player in the league. Jalen Pickett kind of took a secondary role, and I think he was fine with that because at the end of the day, the team ends up getting the win of the conference regular season championship. And I think they will beat Rick Pitino's Iona Gales in a game to send them to the semifinals. It'll be the big game here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Sienna here. Jalen Pickett is just such a talented guy. Even though he struggled early in the season, he's really turned it on here lately and looking like the Jalen Pickett of old. With all the COVID pauses, I'm not surprised to see some scuffling from Jalen Pickett at times, but he's really, really gotten it going. Manny Camper's been great. Aiden Carpenter, I think, could have a big game. And Jordan King made third team All MAAC. He's a lights out shooter from deep. I'm going with Sienna here.
All right, that's us. Sets us up. Marist versus Niagara 4-5 game. I'm going with Niagara. Niagara Falls. You can't pick against them. Kobe Nwandu. He's certainly really good this season. Marcus Hammond. I think that's a good 1-2 punch. Uh, they've had some issues when it comes to Justin Roberts staying healthy, but he's another solid piece as well. So I personally like Niagara here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you and take Niagara also. I don't trust what Maris. I just don't trust Maris. They're improved from last year, certainly, quite a bit, but I just don't think they're good top to bottom. They're a team that doesn't score a lot of points, and that's gonna make me side here with Niagara.
All right, sets us both up with Monmouth versus Manhattan. Give me Monmouth here because the legend George Pappas, uh, he's a legend. Dunking in Allen Fieldhouse. Dion Hammond, best player on the team as well. So, yeah, you just can't pick against Monmouth and King Rice's team.
Yeah, I like Monmouth quite a bit. You have Dion Hammond, and then you have George Pappas. Both are fantastic players. I'm gonna go with Monmouth here.
All right, that sets us up with Canisius versus St. Peter's. Um, I, I like St. Peter's here. Casey Ndefu, he's someone that's certainly really good. Daryl Banks as well. So, like when I look at the St. Peter's team, I coming into the season, I was like looking at this team as a potential. You know, obviously Siena was the favorite coming into the season, but like in terms of teams I was looking at potentially, overtaking them, I was eyeing St. Peter's, and I think they're a really talented team. So I'm going to go with St. Peter's here.
Yeah, I love the St. Peter's team quite a bit. Casey Nadefo is just, I would say, a top five defender in the country. He is so talented. The offense is a major question mark, but defense wins championships, like the great Ray Lewis said. So give me the St. Peter's Peacocks here.
Yeah, you do need some offense, but defense will be good enough to get by Canisius.
Very true.
Siena versus Niagara, at least for me, I think you have Niagara as well. So,
Niagara, no way. Come on.
oh, you have Marist.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
saying. I thought you were saying Niagara over Siena. Yeah,
no.
Niagara going over whoever. Yeah, going over Maris. Yeah.
Yeah. So we both have Niagara losing to Siena.
Yeah.
I mean, the big game for Siena will be Iona because like that's the monkey off the back. If you beat Iona, that's I think at that point Siena's gonna win. So like I don't think they'll have any issues with Niagara. I don't think they would have any issues with Marist. So give me Siena advancing.
Yeah. Siena's advancing. That's pretty safe to say. I feel like.
All right, St. Peter's versus Monmouth. I like St. Peter's here. They're uh, just very tough defensively. Casey Nadefu, I think, will play a big game inside. And yeah, I'll take St. Peter's to beat Monmouth. No offense to George Pappas, but your season's over.
Man, that's tough. I'm with you. I'm gonna go the same.
All right, that sets us up with Siena versus St. Peter's, and yeah, I like Siena as well. Uh, Jalen Pickett hasn't, as mentioned, hasn't played very good this season, and they still won the league, and I think that just kind of goes to show how much better the Siena team is from the rest of the field. And certainly they lost 4 conference games, but I look at this team, I don't really see a weakness. So give me Siena to win.
Yeah, I'm going to Siena too. I mean, this is just a really good team. Coach Carm there at Siena has done a great job getting everything together. Jalen Pickett is going to have a huge game. Jalen Pickett loves winning. He loves doing whatever it takes to win, and that's why Siena is going to go to the big dance for the first time in a decade.